It was a trade embargo that lasted just 1 week, but with cost estimates as high as $14 million a day to the Mexican state of Michoacan, restarting the export of avocados to the US market was a top priority. The ban came after a US agricultural inspector received a death threat in a phone call from a Mexican criminal group, prompting the US Department of Agriculture to halt imports from a sector worth nearly $3 billion a year. Cartel involvement has been well documented in Mexico's avocado industry, and for security analyst Scott Stewart, the measures were aimed to hit the criminals where they would feel it.
So this is actually kind of an economic tool, almost like a sanction against the cartels as well. So it's not only hurting the legitimate farmers, but putting this freeze on is hurting the cartels. And I think it's a way of the US government to kind of signal to the cartels to back off and not to take any action against the APHIS inspectors there in Uruapan.
US officials lifted the ban after implementing additional safety measures, including the formation of a new security unit focused on the safety of US inspectors working in a region that provides 8 out of every 10 avocados consumed in the US. With the new attention to safety for the Americans, business will continue, but for the Mexican producers living in the midst of a cartel war, there are no such guarantees.
We're going to continue to see the cartels fighting each other, the cartels fighting the government. We're going to continue to see pretty heavy corruption. So we're just going to, unfortunately, continue to see a lot of violence in this area.
Trade has resumed, but for food marketing analyst Miguel Gomez, the event may serve to remind consumers why the phrase blood avocados exists.
Consumers more and more worry about where the dollar that they spend on food go to. The press and the media starts informing more and more about the situation that prompted this. Then the reputation of a country is at stake, and when you have a supply chain that is not transparent, that has not a good reputation, that may hurt the country of origin.
Alistair Baverstock, CGTN, Mexico City.